Ever wonder why you're drawn to someone who doesn't really open up? It's kind of like being into someone who keeps you guessing. They don't spill their guts about everything, which makes you want to get closer and figure out what's really going on with them. What's the deal with that? Why do you think you're into these mysterious, hard-to-get types? Childhood influences. Many people end up with emotionally unavailable partners because of their childhood. If someone grew up with distant or unexpressive parents, they might think they need to chase and earn love. This belief sticks with them, making them seek partners who are also emotionally distant, hoping to finally get the affection they missed as a child. Also, the relationships they saw growing up matter a lot. If they saw their parents not connecting emotionally, they might think that's how relationships should be. They might pick partners who act the same way, trying to fix old hurts but usually ending up hurt again. Additionally, children often mimic the relationship patterns they observe. If their parents showed love through actions rather than words, they might look for similar signs in their adult relationships. This can lead them to misinterpret emotional unavailability as a form of love, continuing the cycle. Fear of intimacy. Some people are afraid of getting too close to others. They might say they want a deep relationship, but are secretly scared of being vulnerable. Choosing an emotionally unavailable partner helps them keep a safe distance, protecting their personal space and avoiding emotional pain. People who fear intimacy might also worry about losing their independence. They don't want a partner to take up all their time or control their life. These fears often come from past relationships that felt too demanding. By picking a distant partner, they keep control over the relationship's depth. But this often leaves them lonely and unsatisfied. Moreover, those intimacy fears may feel safer with partners who keep them at arm's length. This setup allows them to enjoy the benefits of a relationship without the risk of deep emotional involvement, providing a false sense of security. Low self-worth. Low self-worth is a big reason some people choose emotionally unavailable partners. If someone feels unworthy, they might go for partners who can't fully commit, reflecting their own negative feelings. They might think they don't deserve someone who is emotionally present, leading them to accept less than they deserve. People with low self-worth often try to make up for it by focusing on their partner's needs. They might become the caregiver, hoping to earn love through their actions. This creates a one-sided relationship where they give more than they get, reinforcing their feelings of not being enough. These individuals also look for constant validation from their partners. Every small gesture feels like proof of their worth, keeping them in the relationship despite the lack of emotional connection. This need for approval can make them dependent on the relationship, trapping them in a cycle of seeking love through hardship. The challenge of winning them over. For some people, emotionally unavailable partners are super attractive because of the thrill of the chase. Trying to win over someone who seems distant or uninterested is a big challenge. This hunt is driven by a mix of hope and excitement, where every little sign of progress feels like a huge win. Breaking through someone's emotional walls gives a sense of accomplishment, making the relationship feel like a strategic game where every move matters. This excitement often helps people ignore their own emotional issues. By focusing on their partner's aloofness, they don't have to deal with their own feelings. The relationship turns into a project, with the ultimate goal being their partner's emotional availability. This can be really intoxicating, with the occasional rewards feeling like intense emotions often mistaken for passion or a deep connection. However, this chase can create a cycle of highs and lows, like an emotional roller coaster. Short moments of closeness are followed by long periods of emotional distance. This can be addictive because the uncertainty and occasional rewards trigger emotional highs, making people feel alive and engaged. Over time, they get used to seeking out partners who are a challenge, confusing drama and intensity with real intimacy, and keep avoiding truly healthy and fulfilling relationships. Psychological projections. Sometimes, people are drawn to partners who can't meet their emotional needs because of something called psychological projection. This means they put their own feelings, wants, or traits onto someone else. When someone likes a partner who isn't emotionally available, they might imagine that person as their perfect match. They focus on what they wish the relationship could be, not what it really is. As time goes on, the true nature of their partner comes out, leading to confusion and disappointment. They might keep swinging between feeling let down and trying even harder to make things work. They believe they can change their partner or fix the relationship. But as they invest more time and energy, it gets harder to walk away, even when they realize their emotional needs aren't being met. This back and forth can be very stressful. Each time they feel disappointed, their self-esteem takes a hit, and they might feel even more inadequate. This cycle of hope and letdown can leave them feeling tired and unhappy for a long time. Addressing the attraction. Understanding why you're attracted to emotionally unavailable partners is key to having healthier relationships. You need to recognize if this pattern comes from your childhood, face your fears about getting close to others, and work on feeling better about yourself. Therapy can help a lot with this. It gives you a safe space to talk about these issues and helps you learn how to have better relationships. To have healthier relationships, you need to know what you need emotionally and set clear boundaries. Choose partners who are open and present emotionally. This might mean giving up the thrill of a challenging relationship and going for something more stable and real. Learn to accept love and care without feeling like you have to earn it. Loving yourself and being kind to yourself is very important. You have to see your own worth outside of any romantic relationship. Take care of your emotional health and practice self-care. This helps you break the habit of choosing emotionally unavailable partners. When you value yourself more, you make room for more supportive and loving relationships. In love with romance. Have you ever wondered why you're drawn to emotionally unavailable partners? It might be because you're in love with the idea of romance. Hollywood movies and romance novels paint a picture of love as thrilling and dramatic, filled with grand gestures and intense emotions. This makes real-life relationships, which require steady effort and deep connection, seem less appealing. When someone is emotionally unavailable, they keep that sense of romance alive with their mystery and unpredictability. Think about it. The chase, the uncertainty, the moments of connection followed by periods of distance, all these elements keep the excitement high. It's like living in your own romantic movie. But this can also be a way to avoid the real work of building a lasting relationship. You might spend more time fantasizing about your partner and the potential of the relationship, rather than facing the everyday realities of being close to someone. The thrill of pursuing someone who is hard to get keeps you hooked, even if it leaves you unfulfilled in the long run. But real romance isn't just about the initial spark or the chase. It's about the deeper connection that grows when two people commit to each other and work together. This kind of romance is more fulfilling and sustainable than the fleeting excitement of an unavailable partner. Understanding this can help you shift your focus from the fantasy of romance to the reality of a meaningful relationship. Afraid of commitment, losing self, or losing freedom. Another big reason people are drawn to emotionally unavailable partners is fear. Fear of commitment, fear of losing themselves, and fear of losing their freedom. Imagine this: you want a long-term relationship, but the idea of letting someone into your life and changing your routines is terrifying. Being with someone who isn't fully available feels safer. You get to enjoy the perks of a relationship without having to make big changes or compromises. This fear often comes from worrying about what you might have to give up. Maybe you value your independence and freedom, and the thought of someone else needing your time and attention feels overwhelming. An emotionally unavailable partner doesn't demand much from you, which lets you keep your independence. It's like having your cake and eating it too. You get some emotional connection without the full-on commitment. By understanding why you're drawn to emotionally unavailable people and working on having healthier relationships, you can break the cycle. Look for connections based on real affection and support. Trust in your journey and get help when you need it. This way, you can enjoy more satisfying and emotionally rich relationships. Do you think modern dating makes it harder to spot emotional unavailability? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this enlightening, please like and subscribe for more. Drop your experiences and thoughts in the comments to create a ripple of sharing. Hit that subscribe button for more heart-to-heart talks. And hey, join our social media family for more vibrant stories, insights, and add a unique thread to our growing community.